The question is, do you believe in love? Yes or no? Why and why not? I believe in respect and I believe in compatibility. Because at the end of the day, there's going to be times you don't feel like you're in love. I don't care how much you think you love somebody, I promise you could hate them. Everything is on a spectrum. You see what I'm saying? Cold and hot are on the same spectrum. It just depends on how close you are to either side. So you can love somebody today and hate them in 10 years. My point is, in the middle, you need to be able to treat each other with respect. You need to be able to honor each other. You need to have integrity with each other. You see what I mean? That, right? You don't have to feel in love all the time to do right by people. Right? You don't have to feel in love to just love them. Love is a choice. Curly Lady says, I don't believe in unconditional love in romantic relationships. I don't either. I can love you forever and not be around you because you are a toxic person, you know, or you can't be trusted or something like that. Ivan says there's 7 kinds of love. Yep. Well, we're talking about romantic love on this one. AOC, I hope I'm saying this right. AOC says, I'm hopeful for love, but at 32 and having had experienced BS relationships and liars, my love is now conditional. Yes, it should have always been. You know, you should have always had conditional love. You know what I believe in? I believe in compatibility and respect. Because at the end of the day, whether you're in love or not, or call yourself in love and like in romantic love or not, you gotta respect each other or it's not gonna work. If you find yourself in love with someone, you don't know how to respect people, it's not gonna work. If you find yourself in love with someone and you're not compatible, it's not gonna work. There's different archetypes of people, different types. And you might be attracted to this person because a type is attractive. However, if you are living together, it just doesn't work because you guys just are too different. And even being in romantic love isn't enough because you just can't keep handling the disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. And listen, when I talk about love today, I'm not talking about incompatibility. I'm not talking about just romantic, honeymoon phases that just fade away. I'm talking about actual genuine love. Like, is there actual genuine love? I'm not talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know the honeymoon phase fades. It comes in, comes out. My grandfather told me, he said, you are never on the same page in marriage. He said, you're either chasing them and they're not chasing you, or they're chasing you and you're not chasing them. And I'm telling you, there were no truer words spoken. My grandfather was a man of very few words. But let me tell you something. That was one of the most truest statements I've ever heard him say in his life. He said that in marriage, it's very rare that you're chasing each other at the same time. So what does that actually look like in reality? You feel like you are not being loved properly in your marriage most of the time. Because when you're interested, they're not interested. And you're like, okay, well, forget it. Now they're interested. This has been a theme in my relationships, especially in my marriages. It is a weird phenomenon. And sometimes, honestly, some of these people have never been with anybody who has standards or boundaries. Like, they're so used to dealing with women who accept anything. They think that you're too hard just because you won't let them run over you and just ignore it. and just smile and take it. Like, seriously, like, if their girlfriend of however many years accepted mistreatment, thank you, Dr. T. If their girlfriend of however many years accepted mistreatment and you don't, that's crazy as hell to them. That's crazy. They expect you to not say anything. And if you say anything, you're being insecure, or you are always wanting to argue. Even if you're not arguing, you're just asking a question. Drea says, I think it's still a good thing to have a good heart, regardless of how others are. What is a good heart, though? Because let's say, for instance, let's say you've had a good heart your whole life, but you've been being messed over. So one of my mentors used to say, you can have a good heart, but you have to have the wisdom to know who to do what for. You can't be the same thing you were to this person, because this person isn't worthy. So you can have the love in you, but you have to have the wisdom to know who is worthy. Drea says, not being too naive, and you do have to protect your heart. Yes. Oh God, it's hard. It's hard. Lily says, how do you find balance I can't see what you're saying. Idolizing romance and being cold. I feel like I operate in extremes. That's normal. How do you not idealize? Staying neutral, ambivalent, apathetic almost. Just don't have, let me put it this way, have expectations for yourself, not them. When you don't put expectations on people that cannot fulfill them, they can't let you down. You get what I'm saying? If I open up a bag of Lay's, I do not expect to get Doritos. I can't get mad at the bag of Lay's for not being the bag of Doritos, because you're just not. So for me, I just stay neutral. You know, I've actually taken that attitude with everything in my life, staying neutral. If you could change anything in your relationships or marriage, what would you do? The way that I am, I can roll with anything. I accept what is. The only thing I can't roll with is lies. So if I could change anything about people in my life in general, just people, everybody, is that they have to tell me the truth. Because if you don't like me that much, that's cool. If you don't want anything long term, that's cool. If you just want to kick it, that's cool. I will put you in the kick it box. I will put you in the box of this person is just here for a fun time, and I only call them when I want to have a fun time, just want to hang out. Box. I'll put you in that box. I don't need you to like me. I don't need you to love me. I just need you to tell me the truth. I cannot tolerate a liar. Because that's basic. That's basic foundational. Because regardless of who you are or how long you've been in my life, you're going to get the truth off top. That's not something you have to earn with me. It's just something I'm going to give. Here's where I am in my life. It's ideal to have be with someone that's actually in love with me. But love, just general love, okay? Love, whether it's romantic or not, but just love, honor, and integrity. That's all I need to have a happy relationship with you. If you love me, okay? Meaning you care about me and you respond correctly to my pain. If you have integrity, meaning you're at least honest with me, okay? And if you honor me, meaning that you show me respect, right? You're not degrading me or anything like that. That's basic. I can have a very civil and good relationship with somebody like that. But people can't even do that. They can't even do that. They can't even not lie. Like literally, I saw a lady comment on one of my videos. She said, I never get past the talking stage. Why? Because she said, I think she said, because they always tell on themselves. I can't get past the talking stage because everybody is a liar. And I posted the other day, I've talked in the past 2 years, I've talked to 10 different men on the phone, let's say. I've dated 10 different men, talked to as prospects, okay? From ages 34 to 54. From unemployed to millionaires, okay? From white to black to in between to African to Muslim, Christian, agnostic. They all lying. And the thing is, here's the thing. I always put everything on the table and I say, listen, you don't have to lie to me. Whatever it is, it is. As long as you're transparent, you don't have to lie. And they just lie harder. It's like they can't help it. It's like everybody that I've talked to, no matter what age or phase, married, never had many relationships, meaning, had been married before, not in a marriage. But no matter where they are or who they are, it seems like they're all infected with pathological lying. Even when they have absolutely no reason to. Ivan says, romanticism doesn't always have to be about being in love. Sometimes it's the simple stuff that make all the difference. Very true. There's many ways to have relationships with people that are not romantic. I feel like it's crazy how you can offer, hey, let's just be cool, we can hang out and stuff like that, and they want to push the relationship, and the moment you're in it, they want to cheat. Like, you could have still had access to me as your friend. Why did you push the relationship when you knew you didn't want to stop doing what you're doing? It's simply because they know you have standards and you won't lay down with them as a friend. Absolutely, Kay. They push the relationship because they know if you're a good woman, you don't sleep around. So now, if they're your boyfriend, they feel like they can have access to you. But they're community D, everybody's boyfriend. Yes, some people do not value themselves. Hi, Vanessa. Good to see you too. Yep, Kay, they will do anything to get it. And this is all the more why I tell people, please, 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 have your own. Women, have your own. That way, when they start showing their true colors, you are not stuck in a situation that now you're dependent on them and you can't leave. Or you got to get a lot of things together so you can leave. Why put yourself in that position? It's not cute.